So I just got done watching the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, and it brought kind of an emotional response within me, which admittedly doesn't happen often. But funny part is, I was about to enter this this contest with the UFC, a video contest where you just give a short pitch of why you're the best MMA fanatic, or whatever, and to win free tickets to a UFC show. And but I can't do that anymore. Not after all this. It's so basically Ariel Helwani came out and disclosed kind of what happened at UFC 199 on Saturday. So basically, him and his associates were escorted out of the building and banned for life. And he broke the news of that Brock Lesnar was close to signing for UFC 200, and basically he was told by some UFC employees to come back, and Dana White wanted to talk to him, which he eventually agreed to, even though he's kind of was busy doing his thing. But so they went back to the hallway, and basically Dana White and whoever else was with him said, "Hey, you're out. You're banned for life." And he asked why, and they just said, "You're too negative." And they had people escort him out. It's ridiculous, and they said they're going to do everything they can do to ruin Ariel's career. So he missed the main event, missed Michael Bisping shocking the world, becoming the new middleweight champion. And I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. It's an abuse of power. The UFC basically has a monopoly on MMA at the highest level, and they just have a history of abusing their power, silencing anybody that disagrees with them. Anybody that says anything negative about the Reebok deal is silenced. Brendan Schaub was fired over that. And, anybody that says anything about testing the free agency, they're going to silence them. Anybody who doesn't completely agree with, their point of view on whatever situation, which is messed up, but, they have the power. They have all the power. The Fertitta brothers and Dana White have all the power, and globally, as far as high level MMA is concerned, they know we can't get it anywhere else. There's Bellator, but it's kind of more of a sideshow. Kimbo Slice headlining events. Come on. I mean, they have good fighters, but the UFC puts on the greatest live show on earth. Nothing compares to the UFC's live events. It's just sad that Dana White and the UFC brass treats people this way. Belittling Dana White's on Twitter, belittling fans of the UFC, making fun of their physical appearance. When these are people that are putting money in his pocket, indirectly, of course. The more people that are watching UFC, the more he's going to get paid. But it's insane. They block Ariel Helwani from social media just for covering a Bellator event a couple years back. He just came out that a couple years ago there was a physical confrontation. He didn't really give the details with the UFC brass, but it's ridiculous. It's Ariel's, he's a professional. He's the most unbiased MMA journalist in the game. He's the most professional MMA journalist in the game. He's amazing at what he does. He has, all the sources. He's never been wrong. He always makes sure that his sources are credible before he breaks the news. He's never been wrong with something that he came out with before. And he doesn't have an opinion on, this fighter or that fighter, who he thinks is going to win, or who he likes or who he doesn't like. You know, he keeps it totally neutral, like how he should. And just sad because he could cover any sport. He could cover the NBA. He could cover Major League Baseball. He could cover the NFL and not be treated like this. But he has a passion for MMA and MMA journalism. It's just, I don't know. I just feel strong. I just feel so strongly about this issue. And I just think that I'm not saying that we should boycott the UFC or anything. I mean, I just think we need to support Ariel. We need to support what he does, and I think if enough people, let the UFC people in power at the UFC know that we need Ariel back, and he promotes the sport. He gets more attention, draws more attention to the sport with his show and his interviews and what he does. He helps the UFC, even though they don't see it. But I just think if you feel strongly about this, you just need to say something about it, and we need to get louder. And a change is possible. They're gonna have to bring Ariel back if enough people are calling for it. So I don't know. That's all I got really. But I don't want to get too long-winded here. I could go all day, but just go watch the MMA Hour. Support Ariel if you feel strongly about this. I just think we need to get louder, and a change is going to happen, and they're going to have to, bring him back if enough people are talking about it.